So our whole hope of the project was this. In Deuteronomy, we see Moses, the last thing that he does is God tells him to write down this revelation. And so he does it into a song, and he gives it to the people of Israel, and he teaches them this song so that when he's gone, they will not forget the God that they have begun to know, and they will not forget what has happened to them and who they are because of this God. And this is the anthem for them, so they will have a hold of their stories. And the same thing, I think it's with us with this project, is we've been writing the songs of like battles that we've been fighting. We've been writing songs of the beauty that is found in, out of the brokenness. And then we found like how God has been shaping us into something more than we are right now, our becoming. And so our hope is that we, for our church, we won't forget what God has done, because I tell you what, it is so easy to forget what he has taught us. And I feel if we keep singing them, then maybe we'll keep remembering them. And the cool part about it is though these songs are written for our church here at Element, like they are the same universal truths that God is teaching, and the hope that he's inspiring, and the healing that is happening, and faith that is being used, and love that is being shown in the church all over the world. So our hope is with the project is, as we're using them to remember our stories, like maybe God will use them to create new stories in you, or stories for that your church can hold on to, which is why we spent so much time wanting to tell the stories behind the songs, so that as other worship leaders and other artists and other musicians are singing these songs in their church families, that God will begin to take hold of their hearts through these melodies that we've created.
I think that by the time the song gets to the bridge, it just opens up. Everybody's playing full out, and we did a big gang vocal in the vocal booth at the studio. We also brought in a lot of people from the church to sing that part with us. And so you have voices on top of voices on top of voices. And that's, I think, what you find when you begin to fight alongside each other and for each other, praying for each other, fleshing struggles out with each other. You just become this chorus of voices that's very powerful. I think it's very pleasing to God. And so the song, it just gets huge there in the bridge. It says, we have the victory in Jesus. We have redemption by his blood. We have the strength to keep believing that through this truth we'll overcome. And I like that. We will overcome. It's a together thing. It's a community thing. It's a family thing. And you don't have to endure the attacks that you're going through, the things that you're going through on your own.
I think this project specifically speaks to the church's role in the community and in the world. We're not here to just gather money and serve ourselves. We're here to show love and to be an outward expression of what Christ has done for us. And so for the community in here in Tampa, I think, I hope that they would play these songs and be reminded that we're not just this obscure church. I mean, we're people who live and breathe and have a personal relationship with God, and that they can too.
And we're kind of adopting each other, and he's adopted us into a family of his children, that he's our father and he loves us, and it's a very real thing, and that's played out every day with us, as a family. That's what it is.
So writing songs for our church family has been different. It's easy to write a love song or a rock and roll song, but writing it from a we perspective or an us perspective, or sometimes a personal perspective in a gathering of we's and us's, it's been a little bit different. But the coolest part is it's been collective. With Davey Kolk and Caleb Hires and Benjamin Neesmith and all of us kind of getting together and taking the different parts, and it's been fun because as we're singing for we's and us's, it's been written by we's and us's. And I love that. I think that is, then we're not just limited to one experience or one point of view. So the process has been great. The recording project itself, recording of the project with Tommy Platt, it was like the easiest thing we've ever done. It's just his air of hospitality and lightness that he brings just makes us go in there without any pressure. And so we had an incredible time. It was a lot of fun. We are really excited for the church to hear this, just because I didn't even imagine it to be this awesome, you know. And we're geeking out about it, so I can't wait for you guys to hear that, and for other churches to begin to use the songs, and for it to, I don't know, keep us on this process of remembering whose we are.